I'm Mike Tolliver for ICOC Hot News, and we're counting down the top 10 stories for 2012, beginning with number 10. In November, the northeast part of the United States was struck by Hurricane Sandy. 100 people died in the worst winter storm in decades. In the midst of the crisis, ICOC volunteers from many of our churches put on the Hope T-shirt and got to work helping the victims. Disciples distributed food, worked the Red Cross phone banks, and cleared debris. Well done. Number 9, College Station, Texas, where the mission team, led by Marty Wilkinson, just held their inaugural service. 174 attended. One of those visiting was Matindia Cisse, a freshman at Texas A&M University. She started studying the Bible and was the first baptism for the young church planting. Number 8 takes us to Tucson, Arizona, where the mission team had their inaugural service in September. With the help of 100 visiting disciples from LA and Phoenix, the mission team was blown away when 475 people attended. Evangelist Rob Skinner told us that already 10 people have been baptized, and the new church is dreaming of planting new churches in the years to come. For number 7, we head to Abidjan in West Africa. During 2011, the Ivory Coast endured a bitter civil war. Many disciples lost everything, and hundreds were scattered across the country to avoid the bloodshed. ICOC churches took up a contribution for Abidjan, which Hope Worldwide administered. Thanks be to God, through Hope Worldwide, the ICOC churches, and the courageous disciples, the church isn't just surviving, it's thriving. From out of the rubble, 190 people were baptized into Christ in 2012. Of special note, 30 teens passed the Ivorian Baccalaureate and were admitted into the National University System. Here at Hot News, we are amazed at the faith of these disciples who were literally dodging bullets and fleeing the city just a few months ago. Damien Jean-Baptiste and his wife Carlene have been leading our church in Barbados. Damien has been a leading figure in our Caribbean churches for many years. In November, sadly, he lost his battle with cancer. While we mourn his passing, we certainly celebrate his life and ministry. Damien was an inspiration to us all, a true hero who impacted thousands of people for Christ. In Central America, we have 10 churches with a total membership of 1,800 disciples. These churches have been growing, and in 2012, the Lord blessed them with over 300 baptisms. Josue Ortega in El Salvador told Hot News that all of our churches are growing and baptizing across all age groups as well. Number 4 takes us to London, England. What a year it has been. No, we're not talking about the Olympics or the Queen's Jubilee, but rather the London Church, with all 8 regions completely reunited once again. Unity had its challenges, but the London Church got help, prayed hard, and is now moving ahead powerfully. Mohan Nanjadan is the lead evangelist, and he reports that the church has now appointed 5 elders, has grown to 750 members, and is looking forward to planting a new church in Oxford in September. Wow, what a difference a few years can make. Hot News salutes the disciples in London who hung in there patiently, both facing and solving the problems. Well done. For number 3, we head to South Asia, where the South Asian churches recently began their School of Missions to develop future leaders. 5 mission teams were sent out in 2012, and Dinesh George, evangelist in Bangalore, told Hot News that it was the best year in over a decade, with 746 baptisms and restorations. Praise God. When Randy and Kay McKean were hired to lead our church in Northern Virginia 5 years ago, the church had become weak in faith and unfocused in mission. God had a different plan, however, and Randy and Kay called the disciples to love God and to love one another. Since then, the church has almost tripled in size, growing to 376 disciples. They've also appointed elders and deacons, and in 2012, there were 61 people who were baptized and restored. And now, number 1, the top story for 2012, the World Discipleship Summit held right here in San Antonio, Texas. the largest gathering in the history of our movement. Over 16,000 people from 96 nations attended. The worship was unforgettable. Lives were changed and faithful decisions were made. To God be the glory, it was a great victory. That's our top 10 stories for 2012. We hope you enjoyed watching. As our membership worldwide now pushes past 100,000, let's all join together in prayer that God will make 2013 the best year yet in our history. God bless. We'll see you back at the website.